The garden pond looks quite nice now, even if I say so myself. I would be recording this out there alongside it, but it's quite windy at times, so I'm putting some footage on while I talk. The rocks are now complete around the pond, and grasses and small shrubs have been planted. They'll look good when they take root later on during the year, and the waterside plants are also in there as well in baskets. The only cost so far, the pond was the initial cost, and it was advertised at £32 if I remember correctly, and then when we got to the till there was a reduction because they're changing supplier, so they were selling off the old liners, and I think it was £18. So apart from the hard work, the pond itself cost £18, and the rocks I already had from our old house, so they've just been brought down one by one, two by two, depending on the size of them, and placed around the pond itself. And then the water plants, they didn't cost anything either. I got those, washed them down, put them into baskets, planted them on the marginal shelves. We haven't had any significant rain since I dug the pond out. However, I constructed it in such a way that even in times of drought, the marginal shelves would still have access to water from the pond itself. We've got ramshorn snails in there, so great to see those, which you can do in the clear water. We had some frog spawn. I was thinking that maybe that wasn't going to come to fruition. However, in the last couple of days, noticed some tiny tadpoles. They're not moving yet, well, very, very occasionally, so they're in the very early stages of growth. It's great to see that they've survived to this particular stage, and the only cost apart from the liner has been a lily that I bought. I could have gone into a pond and waded out and got all wet and dived down into the deeper water to uproot something, but I didn't want to do that. I bought a lily, £20, so ironically the lily cost more than the pond itself. It looks great, looking forward to attracting more natural life during the course of the year, including the amphibians. A little bit cold at the moment, so still not a lot of movement on that front, but give it time. It'll be certainly a little wildlife haven in our back garden. And I do have a nature blog that I've been running from 2021, a garden nature blog. So not just the pond, but also birds, mammals, insects, and all of the things that come into the garden itself, or I can see from the garden. And on my website, there is a link in the menu on the homepage that will take you directly to the blog specifically dealing with the nature that we're seeing, including, of course, the pond development as well.